hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up. Dog hit me up.
Hello?
Shorty on my line, told the bitch to call back, cause she getting out of line. Louis, what's the deal? Nigga, we talk. Got a 9 on a mission, nigga, watch we talk. Meet me on the block, tell me everything you know. From the guns to the chips and the kilos of coke. All I see is white. Let my vision flash. Got my hand on them birds, about 100 in cash. Nigga, what's the math? Said I'm rich forever. Ride a trap or die, got my mind on this cheddar. Wish a nigga would. If a nigga try, leave his brains on the step, laying next to his mind. Get it or die, that's the motivation. I tell it how it is, see the bullets penetration. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Kick the door, hit the floor, homie. See this fall, homie? You leave your brains on the floor, homie. I want your bricks from out the crib and the floor, homie. I'm talking dollars and them cents from out the drawer, homie. Tie your bitch by the beat, I want it all, homie. You niggas barking like the deed, I let it off, homie. 100 pounds in the crib, I took it all, homie. I left the nigga by stairs where his bra shorty. 200,000 on the wrist, I spent the charm on it. Dump a nigga on his neck, that's a prize moment. Real niggas up the back, you know, bases loaded. Pussy tried to walk me off, hit a crazy homie. Bent the block up 10, left him in the coma. Northside, Illidale, you know, son of Cobra. Big dog in the pit, the dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Fuck all that line shit, bullets get the flying quick. Dirty in the ladder, hit you niggas with all kind of shit. Shorty hit my phone about some don't go round 9 and shit. Creasing with the iron, lay him down when I fire shit. Fuck all that line shit, bullets get the flying quick. Dirty in the ladder, hit you niggas with all kind of shit. Shorty hit my phone about some don't go round 9 and shit. Creasing with the iron, lay him down when I fire shit. Real niggas on the rip, pussy get the gossiping. Till I lay him down, take his crown and his watch and shit. M1 stock kit,
Link in the chat.
Watch me move the crowd with my finger.
You know how I play, baby.
Picture on the mound, third base, won't be sliding shit. Papa, where you hiding at? Basement of the laundromat. Hanging from the ceiling in the city where you find me at. Real street nigga, definition of a Tommy act. Fuck all that line shit. Bullets get the flying quick. Dirty in the ladder, hit you niggas with all kind of shit. Shorty hit my phone about some don't go round 9 and shit. Creasing with the iron, lay him down when I fire shit. Fuck all that line shit. Bullets get the flying quick. Dirty in the ladder, hit you niggas with all kind of shit. Shorty hit my phone about some don't go round 9 and shit. Creasing with the iron, lay him down when I fire shit. Work from across the map, trap, yeah, I sold him crack. Oil in the water, ask your daughter when I blow her back. Dirty with a switchy, yeah, nigga, you getting all of that. Lay him like a doormat, pussy, what's the format? Black Louis chuckles, leave your brother by the door, scrap. 2 bricks came rap, nigga, where that chain at? Pyrex, baking soda when I bought the cane back. Pull up at the light, I'm doing dirty like H-Mac. Fuck all that line shit, bullets get the flying quick. Dirty in the ladder, hit you niggas with all kind of shit. Shorty hit my phone about some don't go round 9 and shit. Creasing with the iron, lay him down when I fire shit. Fuck all that line shit,
Shout out my
Pieces
guy
with the
Santos
iron, lay 'em
Box.
down when I fire shit.
Oh, you hear me? 25 speed coming soon, man. Stay subscribed. Happy New Year to everybody. You hear me? Shout out my guy Low Nose Boxing. Shout out my guy Frontline. Shout out my guy Fast Life. Yoda. Herb Legend. Hey, Fast Life, what up? I just mentioned you too, baby. Soon I mention you, you pop right up. Shout out my guy Fast Life, man. You know, it's a new year, baby. You know, it's season 2 to me. You dig me? Episode 38. You know, just a hood nigga, just gonna give you the truth. We're just gonna spill the truth. We all got the same 7. We all got the same 24. You know, we just dissect stuff different. You know, but this Janibek situation is crazy, and the reason I state that because why so long for a B sample? That's number one. We're gonna get to that. We got more boxing news to break. Another thing is, Usyk chose Wilder. And if Wilder, you're listening, take the fight. You got an opportunity to make history. You feel me? Just work on them legs. You dig? You hear me? You dig, Skeet? Work on them damn legs, man. You hear me? You like 2 instants, nigga. Like tighten up. You hear me? You gotta tighten up. Do a bunch of squats. You know what I mean? But you feel me? Fast Life. If I was Wilder, I'd take that situation, man. I'd take that joint for sure, for sure. You feel me? Cause he can do it. It's one thing about Wilder. He can do it. Attack the body more. You want to attack the body more. But yes, it's time to cook. Just getting into the Janibek situation, it blew my mind. Because I came across it, was yesterday? No, day before yesterday. Day before yesterday, or 2 days ago. Come across my feed, get the news. I'm like, damn, he's finally going to take his B sample now? So you mean to tell me he's going to take his B sample testing right now? Right now. This week. Why so long? I mean, no diddy, but why so long? Like Matias, like y'all did that shit like, you feel me? They did Matias B sample like this. You feel me? Every other fighter, Ryan B sample was like this. But all right, so when it's Janibek or any top ranked fighter or any fighter that's, that I'm gonna say, man, it's 8 minutes that fuck with the other side, that fuck with the other side. It's like y'all taking y'all time. And shout out my guy Santos Boxing, because Santo tell you this, when we was on the phone, I said, yo, they trying to create another VC. You feel me? They got the Russian snack over there. They trying to make that shit priority number 1. And that's what it's looking like to me. That's what it's looking like to me. But besides that, it's just why so long with this B sample. Because certain fans want to know. Me personally, I feel as though every fighter should have 2 weeks. You hear me? Every fighter should have 2 weeks. Let him get his situation straight and clean. But if you see somebody using IV, then nah, nigga, that's ASAP, nigga. You dirty for real. Any fighter that walks around or how can I say this? How can I state this and say this? For any fighter that's going around hosting events and have a doctor with them, and every time they done that event, they, hook them up, feed them what they need, then use the bro, you're cheating. You cheating. And that's what a lot, certain fighters, certain particular fighters, a lot. Everybody know when you deal with snack, because we seen it. We see it. You can't say I'm lying or nothing. We seen it. When you watch snack people, they walk around with doctors. Fuck you walking around with a doctor for? Nigga, you ain't catching no motherfucking heart attack. Niggas with heart attacks ain't even walking around with a doctor. Nigga that catch seizures ain't even walking around with a doctor. Niggas that got their hot shit ain't even walking around with doctors. But you walking around with a doctor because they shooting some shit up in you. So when it's time for these people to come, it's all the monopoly. So when Vada come, Oh yeah, we on our way. Instead of popping up, y'all niggas, yeah, we on our way because it's a conglomerate. You hear me? You know how that situation be. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. And they trying to find shit. This is what I tell people. You know, they're trying to find a new VC. They trying to find another thing to replace Snack. Snack is still gonna be popping. But the key thing a lot of people need to ask is, uh, why fighters don't take the supplements we purchase. So let's say we go on Snack site website and purchase anything from Snack. Why the fighters are not taking the same supplements we are purchasing? Why they are getting injections? That's the key thing. Because any injection is a PED, man. Any injection is a PED, man. So you mean to tell me a motherfucker that got asthma, right? Because this is real shit. A person that got asthma, right? If I'm not mistaken, ain't clenbuterol comes in is in the asthma pump. It's a steroid, right? So a person that got asthma, and let's say he get a shot for clenbuterol, so it can help him out. So you know he won't catch no asthma attack in the ring. He on steroids. Y'all gonna say he on steroids because no clenbuterol is steroids. And a fast. All these motherfuckers on IVs, man, and they all Snack fighters. What blew everything off the lid was shout out to Terrence Bud Crawford, 3-time undisputed. You know, I watch him at his parade. He it's the same doctor. He had this doctor there when he said, "Y'all would like to give a shout out to my doctor." And every be, leading up to the fight, ever since he been with Snack since 2018 on up, since he been about to wait, he kept a doctor. Devin Haney keeps a doctor. Shakur, David Benavidez, all of the Jesse Ben Rodriguez, the whole Robert Garcia camp is all Snack, all doctors. They keep a doctor. But everybody, you know, shout out to Robert Garcia. I like him as a trainer. But at the time, why you gonna fuck with somebody that stained your name? This is the shit I don't understand. You know, rest in peace, Victor Conte. But in 2014, Robert Garcia, all his fighters, all Bo Mac fighters, when Victor Conte got Vada up off the ground and was discrediting Wada and said Wada ain't doing this, so Vada is finding 2014. Go look it up. Everybody was getting found for popping dirty for PEDs. Everybody was popping dirty for PEDs because of certain foe. The next thing you know, everybody that pop, they end up fucking with him. They end up becoming Snack fighters. They end up signing the what? VADA and leave every other sanctioning doping agency out. My apologies. Leave every other doping agency out. But I guarantee you, every Snack fighter that went and got an independent test, they all popped dirty. We seen it from Conor Ben. We seen it from Keyshawn. Now Keyshawn smoked weed. We seen it with Clarissa. Now Clarissa smoked weed when these motherfuckers don't even smoke. And they tell you they don't smoke. That be the crazy thing. That's when I be watching this shit, I be like, yo, these people be crazy, man. They be doing too much. It's too much going on out here. It's too much going on out here, man. You know, it's definitely too much going on out here. But for this B sample to take this long, you know, other people going to feel different. You know, some people say, well, that's a cross. Nah, niggas, it's boxing. It's boxing. It's boxing. You feel me? It's boxing, man. It's boxing. You know, like Usyk choosing Wilder. A lot of people probably like, well, you know, he cherry picking. Listen, I'm gonna keep it tall. Wilder is the last motherfucker Usyk got to fight to finish that generation of heavyweights and then start with the new generation and clean them out. Because he can clean them out. Because all of these new generation of heavyweights, it look easy. Only person I got giving him a problem. I'm gonna name the top heavyweights that'll give Usyk a problem. The top 5 heavyweights. Um, I'm gonna say Rocket. It's signed to Oscar De La Hoya, young guy from out Texas. Uh, the guy with the long hair that looked like Aquaman and shit. I think his name Mama Wana, some shit like that. I like him. He's strong. He fast. He remind me of a young Tyson Fury with Deontay Wilder power. Um, I'ma always put my guy Big Baby Miller in that situation. You know, Big Baby Miller. Um, I'm forgetting this one Cuban heavyweight. It's this Cuban heavyweight that's nice. I'm forgetting his name. It's this one Cuban heavyweight. And the fifth one, uh, damn. What's this guy's name? Because I need those two fighters' name. Because right now I'm getting mad because I forgot the Cuban fighter name. There's this Cuban fighter. He's this Cuban heavyweight. He nice, light on his feet. You know, jab superb. You know, get his head off the line, move his body off the line, stay on the swivel, and get niggas out the way. But it's this it's this guy, man. It's this guy, man. Uh I know it's Rocket, Mama Wanna, Big Baby Miller. I'm still gonna put since I can't figure the guy name out, I'm gonna put Deontay Wilder in that fifth spot that has an opportunity to get him out the way. But between Usyk choosing Wilder, I thought about it. I was like, damn, Usyk just trying to clean out the old heavyweight division because that's what he was trying to get at the time when he was a cruiserweight dominator. You know, get him up there, you know, fight Wilder, get Wilder out the way. You know, if Wilder win, that's what's up. You know, Wilder back, made history again. You feel me? But if Usyk get the dub, you know, now it's on to just to give two more fighters an opportunity. You know, you got three more fights in you, but the Wilder fight can take a lot out of them. But it's all about which Wilder show up. You know, we don't need a Wilder that's just only worried about the right hand. You feel me? You know, it's Bomb Squad, baby. Put pressure, put that shit together, get him out the way. And Wilder can do it with one punch, you know. But no, Usyk is Usyk. You know, that's one thing I can say. He light on his feet. He fast. You know, he can box. He can box. I won't take nothing away from Usyk. He can box, but he just can't take a body shot. He can't stand a body shot. And if Wilder just focus on landing that right hand at that body, bro, you gonna make the nigga gonna shit on himself. He gonna beat the dog shit out of him. Be shit down that boy legs. And he can do it. But just don't focus on, you know, keep trying to land that right hand. And you got two hands. You know, jab to that gut, stab that gut, boom. Or you just fake up top, that right hand to the body all day and put him down. Because Daniel showed us with that body shot had him down for 15 minutes. And they talking about it was a low blow, and it wasn't. It was a clean, clear body shot on the line, and Daniel got robbed for a knockout. You feel me? And Wilder, you can do it because Daniel, he threw the hoop. All you gotta do is slam that motherfucker. The cake is baked, just put the icing on it and blow the candle out. Nah, man, blow that candle right the fuck out. You got the opportunity to do it, broski. You know, hey, Frontline, what up? What up, broski? What up? You know, hey, Frontline, what you think about Janibek getting his B sample testing this week? It probably already happened, probably yesterday or today, but I heard, you know, this week. You know, I read what's today, Tuesday, or like Saturday or Sunday. I came across it, man. It blew my mind. I was like, wow, this is some bullshit. Y'all forced Matias to do that shit that fast. Y'all should have let that motherfucker, you feel me? Y'all should have gave Matias 2 weeks to get his shit situation clean. But he exposed all you niggas. You know what I mean? The brother just was taking, you know, over the counter medication, man. You know, I'm always backing because he showed it. He exposed it, man. You know how these vital motherfuckers be. You hear me? Front line, my nigga, front line. You know, shout out my guy Frontline. Shout out the Round One Sports. Go over there. Everybody that's tuned in, go over there. Support those brothers. Hit that subscribe button. You hear me? Go over there. Go subscribe to my brothers. You know we holding it down. You hear me? Especially coming from where we come from. You know, and being bodies in the game too. You know, because We know our shit. You know, a lot of us know our shit, you know, but you got some plants in the game, you know, that Bob used and make that shit look like it's something it's not. It's all politics. All that shit politics, man. You know, it, it's a lot of racism, but it's the other way around. You feel me? It's the other way around. You know, I just been watching it lately. You know, I'm watching this shit and I'm like, yo, this shit ain't, it's wicked. Just me watching the situation, I'm like, yo, these motherfuckers wicked, man. Like y'all never give a Latino an opportunity or a chance. You know, it's oh, this person gonna fuck him up. This person gonna make you quit in the corner. This person gonna do this. This person gonna do that. And you be like, damn, what the fuck? Like for instance, I watched these motherfuckers, like Mike Coppinger, bitch ass. I watched this nigga literally say, when Matias was fighting Pollo, as Puerto Ricans are chinny. That's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life, nigga. All Latinos got a punching power is crazy, nigga, and they got the best chins in the game, nigga. All Latinos. But I watch these motherfuckers literally, bro, literally, man. I watch even when they talked about Canelo. I watched these niggas trying to shit on Miguel Cotto. Is y'all motherfuckers out y'all rabbit ass mind? Can't none of you corny ass boxing analysts out there that always talk the dumbest shit out their mouth can talk anything bad about Cotto or Cotto resume or what type of fighter Miguel Cotto was, motherfuckers. Yeah, and that's crazy. That's crazy. That's why that's why I had to label this title this because it's fucked up how y'all try to shit on that boy name, man. Y'all trying to not really stunt his growth, you know, because Matias, you know, he did what he's supposed to do. But the corny shit other people said, that shit wasn't right. Like for instance, Paulie, Paulie Marginality, and motherfucking Chris out Jerry talking about, well, was Matias on PDs when he killed the guy in the ring? No, no. Why would you say some dumbass shit like that? That's why he on y'all helmet. Why would y'all say some dumbass shit like that? And then he exposed everything. Not like everybody else, not Keyshawn or motherfucking Clarissa. They ain't come out and say, yo, I bought a bag of weed and this is what I was smoking. Because they don't fucking smoke. They got found guilty for they popped dirty for PEDs. Victor Conte come and say they ass. Did you catch very first pro debut? I caught the second fight. I caught the second fight, Frontline. I'm gonna go check him out though. I'm glad you said that. I'm gonna go check him out. I caught the second fight. You know, on up. You know, and plus a shout out to Les, you know, if I'm not mistaken, shout out to Box Lab Promotions, you know, she over there. If I'm not mistaken, Frontline Box Lab based in Florida, you know, but I'm gonna check the kid Kalen Pagan out, you know, because they was talking about him. They was talking about it. I want to check him out. Oh, I probably did. I probably did. Oh, my motherfucker, my phone downstairs. I gotta go grab my phone so I could look him up right quick because I think that was him. Yeah, I got him knocking him out. I got him knocking Dalton out, especially this fucking the piece of shit situation they just try to pull. You know, they try to pull out the fight and did that corny shit. You don't do nothing like that, man. You don't do nothing like that, man. You stand tall, man. Stand tall. Stand tall. And I know, but listen. Oh my god, man. You know how the first round gonna be. You know how the first round gonna be. I see it. You know how the first round gonna be. Explosive. You know, gonna be explosive. Once Matias hit his ass, it's gonna change that boy whole thought. He gonna have a whole change of thought in that ring once Matias hit him, especially when he hit that body. By the third round, fourth round, he gonna be feeling that shit. I got it going no later. No, by eight. By eight. No. All right, it's the first fight. I got you. I'm gonna go check him out soon. I'm done this joint. I'm definitely gonna go check him out because I like watching all up and coming new fighters. You know, that's what me and Santos we be on. We be watching the motherfucking number 209 fight motherfucking number 133. Like we watch all fighters. You know, because we got to see who's next in line. You know, and hopefully half of these guys, you know, they get signed to big promotions. You know, because I look at me. No, if it's 10 billion people in the world and on BoxRec, let's say it's 5,000 fighters, I look at those 5,000 fighters as the top elite fighters of the world because it's 10 billion people. But on record, y'all want BoxRec, so I'm gonna label y'all elite. But it's different types of elite to me. You got different grades. You got A, B, C, D, E, F. You know, you got anybody 3, 4? I was gonna say 4. I'm waiting on my guy. I think he at work. I'm waiting on my guy. You know, it's my boy, man. It's my youngin, man. You know, that's my, you know, we yin and yang. You know, we get it, you know, from an old head perspective to a young man perspective, you know. Because I thought Devin wasn't throwing the bow and arrow jab no more. You know, my youngin caught that shit. He was like, nah, bro. He's still on that. And when I seen it, I was like, damn, bro, you got 2 strikes in that fight, Dev. You clinch in the second half, which I knew was true, which I knew was going to happen. Because I told Son, I said, Son, both of them niggas is chinny. Devin Haney, the new American. Both of these niggas is chinny. The only difference is Brian Norman shit felt in the first and the third when he fought Bochica. Remember, his shit got rattled. And one thing we learned about Brian Norman, once you, like if he get dropped in the first, between the first 3 rounds or the first 4 rounds, now he got ground under his feet. Now he on the move. Devin Haney, we knew what Ryan dropped in. What that shit was like, what, the 7th round? So I knew from the 7th on up when Ryan kept dropping him and shit, I'm like, damn, Devin Chin, second half, that shit loose as a goose. And what you seen, once Dev got that drop, he got that knockdown by the 4th, 5th round, Devin and clinch Haney. And I was basing it off the clinching. Then once I seen the bow and arrow jab, when my young boy showed, I'm like, oh, you still with that? Nigga, you ain't changed nothing. Nigga, you still, nigga, like, you Robin Hood, nigga, shit gonna go right out. You know? And Brian Norman Jr. should have had a rematch clause. He should have had a rematch clause. You know, I do believe Ryan's still gonna beat Devin, you know, because I believe Ryan got Devin number. You know, it's just certain shit you can't change. Certain people got your number, you know. But getting back to Matthias and Dalton Smith, I had him in 4. I was gonna say 4 rounds, you know. I was saying 4 rounds, but I believe, you know, he probably, you know, Matthias mad right now. He's gonna punish that boy, man. He's gonna punish him. And like I said, I think it was the guy Malik. The time I seen Matthias fight him, and I watched Matthias snatch that round, it made me rethink about him and Tio at that time. And Tio was like, yeah, you know, it's easy to beat Matthias. All you got to do is this. But I watched Liam Paro do it, and I'm gonna keep it real. Now I must be tripping, but I don't think Liam Paro beat Matthias though. Like, yeah, like you got to take it from the champ. Like you gotta drop him, you gotta do some shit to take it from him so we can believe like, oh yeah, you took it, you know. But when you watch a promotional company deal with another promotional company and not the fighter, that give a certain promotional company a 1 fight deal contract and not the fighter, it's like a snake in the suit type of deal to me, you know. And if you watch it, just look at it, you know, it just was, all right, we're gonna go over here, take the IBF off this nigga, then we're going to keep it in house. Now, when you look at it, Pyro did that, got the victory, because who threw the motherfucking situation? He did, exactly. Now, who you gonna fight? Who signed to me? Hitchens. We're going to keep all of this shit in house. Now, you know, Bam and what, Hitchens, they free agents, so we gotta see how things gonna go. Nah, they is hiding. The motherfuckers is hiding. You know, I tried to get him up on here, but you know, he called me Johnny O. You know, I'm from Philly, so you know, we be going back and forth in the DMs and shit. You know, me and him, my son, You know, Greg Hackett and them and shit. Yeah, that's what I know. He wanna punish that ball. That ball, man, he gonna listen, he gonna punish him. And that's what I'm saying. I hope Dalton can take these body shots because they coming. These body shots coming. They coming. Pain and pressure. The motherfuckers coming. They coming. And I know no Diddy, no Diddy. But I know them Europeans, they can't take a body shot. Since I was a kid, yo, since the 80s, I've been watching this shit. Since I was a kid, I'm like, yo, why they can't take body shots? Like, what the fuck? You know? And that's what it is. You know, and I was always that I always seen, you know, all pressure fighters, you know, majority of them is easy to beat. But one thing you can't do is give them one round. And what I mean by one round is giving them 30 to 45 seconds of putting pressure on your ass. Because at the end of the day, that 30 to 45 seconds is going to change the whole outcome of the fight. Why? Because now you probably got a minute, probably a minute 20, you feel me? 80 seconds to move around, do what you do. Now it's back to how it was looking. You know, it's back to how it was looking. Nigga fucking you up. And every time I seen that with certain pressure fighters, I was always correct. And I seen it with Matias and the guy Malik the time he was fighting. I seen it with Pitbull, you know. You know, Virgil cool. You know, I seen it with Virgil a couple times, you know, even though I thought Boachuk won, you know. But you know, we watch him come back and do it to a sick Madrimov. Now Madrimov was sick. Man, Madrimov ass. Madrimov ass. Ah, yeah, I said it. That nigga ass. That motherfucker never was a champion. Nobody beat Charlo and took the belt. Charlo was undisputed champ. All them niggas was email champs. The only true champion to fuck down there is Bachram. Remember, they stripped Charlo and gave Tim Tszyu the IBF, and Bachram whooped his ass and took it. Straight like that. You know? Fedora just Fedora. You feel me? For Fedora to be tall like that, and got an inside game like that, like him, Spinoza, and all them niggas. I'm like, yo, like, that's crazy to be that tall, have an inside game like that. But your button. Shout out to Brian Mendoza, who pressed that button. Put that tall motherfucker right on his back pocket. Gave him an ads bag. 1995. He's selling them for 1995. And then from there, niggas ain't give Brian Mendoza another opportunity since. So I got a nice situation for motherfuckers, right? Just to give them another opportunity, I would like to see Brandon Adams and Brian Mendoza in a ring. In a ring, man. I would like to see them two brothers in a ring. Fighting each other or against any other opponent. You know, Brandon Adams and Bachram would have been a great fight because Brandon needed a championship fight. You feel me? Or Brian Mendoza could have fought Bachram. It would have been a great opportunity. Why? Because these brothers needed another opportunity. You dig me? I kept telling y'all Boachuk was ass. Nobody ain't believe me. But all you gotta do is go watch his last 5 fights. Fox beat him. I believe Bochica beat him. We watched Brandon Adams with his ass 2 times. Hey, first time. I'm gonna tell you something, Frontline. These motherfuckers, listen, you can tell these motherfuckers just started watching boxing because if they know anything about Xander was whooping ex Sean Porter. Xander was 16 years old whooping Sean Porter ass. When that boy got signed to Top Rank, man, listen, boy, let me tell you, man, Xander is nice. Y'all people forgetting, man, because he switched up a little bit. He just letting y'all know, like, my tool bag is deep, nigga. Y'all better go back and watch the old Xander, man. And when y'all go back and watch, y'all gonna be like, oh, okay. Now we see. And he's been pushed right. He been pushed right. You know, even though I always say the WBO is a top ranked belt, But Xander Zayas is an elite fighter. He's an A+ elite fighter. I don't know what the fuck you people talking about and seeing. Man, you better go ask some of these pro fighters, y'all pro welterweight fighters that was popping like 2016 and all on up. Xander was in the ring with them niggas as a young man, whooping their ass. So I dislike a front. I know a lot of shit. Yes, I dislike when they talk bad about that boy. That boy can fight, man. Young boy can rumble. He can rumble. And his first title defense is a unification bout for both fighters. Bro, this gonna be a walk in the park for Xander, man. Hey, Telez, he's gonna show you, Telez. He's gonna show you what you should have did. What you should have did. Shout out to Telez. He came back looking strong, his last fight. No, he looked great, but bro, you had to do that in that situation. You feel me? Now, listen, once Xander collect those belts, man, yo, like he's gonna run this shit. It ain't no lie. It's a lot of great fighters there. He's gonna run this shit. But Virgil ain't fucking with no Xander, man. Virgil Ortiz his ass, man. Virgil Ortiz his ass. I always said that shit. Virgil Ortiz his ass. Mm, the Garcia situation. I'm gonna keep it tall with me. You know, I just thought Xander he just was on cruise control that fight. He was on cruise control that fight. He ain't really had to do much. You know, if I'm not mistaken, ain't Garcia's the guy that beat Charles Conwell, right? And which was a great fight. You know, um, but I just thought Xander was on cruise control that fight. And you know how people want to judge you off your last performance and shit. But when Shakur do it, it's not a problem. When Devin Haney do it, it's not a problem. But when Xander do it, it's a problem. You feel me? So, nah, he did great. To me, he did. I liked it how he good. I liked it how he looked. Same with Haney after right. He fought Ramirez. Fact. But that Haney performance was way worse than the Xander situation. You feel me? So, so you know, if those guys can get a pass, I thought Xander did better than them. I'm gonna keep it tall. I thought he did better than them. You know, but hopefully Shakur don't put that type of performance on this the end of the month. You know, but we see William Skull do it. You feel me? But I thought Xander was more exchangeable than all the three guys we just named, and the Ramirez, the Shakur De Los Santos, and Shakur Nicotilla, a motherfucking William Skull Canelo. I thought Xander's performance was better than theirs. But I like the it's going to be a great fight because what's the guy name? Abaz Baru. He coming to fight. He coming to fight. Know what I mean? He coming to fight. But he easy, man. He easy lick. He easy lick. He easy lick. He easy lick. I got that shit. Saying they're gonna take him in the deep waters and fry him. Watch. He gonna fry that boy. He gonna fry him. But Xander and Virgil full of shit. Virgil, listen. Virgil been ducking niggas since fucking 147. He ducked Boots since 147. The nigga ducked Stanionis. Listen, they were scheduled to fight. Remember, Stanionis got the hand injury. The next thing you know, Virgil ended up sick 3 times. Then came back to 147 and fought Maurice Hooker when you could have had your first championship title fight. But you ain't do shit. You say you can't wait till Shakur with T.O. ass? I don't know, man. I got T.O. in this one, man. I got T.O. knocking him out. That back foot situation gonna go wrong. I got him knocking him out. And that's the only chance he got. He gotta knock him out. He gotta knock him out. If he don't get the knockout, he gonna lose. If it goes the distance, he gonna lose. Unless he make that shit look like motherfucking the Arnold Barboza, Josh Taylor, Lomachenko type fight. Yeah, Virgil ass cheeks, man. That nigga been ducking niggas since he been ducking niggas. You know what I mean? Like Virgil would duck. That boy duck sauce, man. That boy duck sauce. Remember he told me, yeah, Boost duck me. And Xander said, all right, we fighting. I told my shout out my guy H Money boxing, and I told H, I said that nigga lying. Xander stepped up, we fight. Next thing you know, Monday the nigga was fighting Madrigal. I said, this is all Virgil do. This is all Oscar do. These niggas. It ain't even Oscar. I call the nigga Rick, his manager. I call him Rick Merengue. Mira, Rick Merengue, stop dancing around the contract. Nigga, sign it, bro. Sign it. This is the longest contract negotiation in the fucking world, bro. Sign it. Your man don't sell. He don't put asses in seats. So you gotta cut the narrative right there. He don't sell. And he was in his hometown. He couldn't put 10,000 people in that motherfucking building. Like, stop that. Fact. No, he ain't. But that's what I'm saying. Shakur ain't. He not fast no more like that. He not. Like I always tell people, right? When Lomachenko was in his prime, Shakur, you was signed to Top Rank. Wasn't none of y'all niggas speaking that shit. You feel me? Oh, I fuck Lomachenko. Y'all niggas was sparring him. Y'all was getting y'all ass whipped. Niggas seen it. You heard it. He exposed it right in front of y'all. And so T.O. went in there and whooped that guy ass. I'm gonna be real. A front, I never seen Shakur put on a spectacular performance. I never seen it. Because the Williams Cepeda fight, I thought he lost that fight. This is no lie. Like, bro, if a fighter force you to fight his fight, how the fuck you win? And I'm watching the fight with the volume down because I do not listen to biased commentary. I do not listen to biased commentary. So I watch it with the shit with the volume down and watching you get your ass whipped. Then you know, I watch it 4 times like that because the first time I watch it, I'm counting your punches, how many you land and how many you don't. The second time, I'm counting the other opponent. Then I'm watching it regular. It's for 2 times, and then you already know 0.5 speed is up on the motherfucking money. We watching everything land, and nah. But that's the same with Shakur. He was cool at 126, but at 130, 135, that bro, you ass. Like I tell people, I said, what we're going to get is going to be Shakur versus De Los Santos or Tio versus Jermaine Ortiz type of fight. But Tio can make the fight look like a Josh Taylor. Yes, Tio can score a knockdown. And yes, Shakur can score a knockdown. You feel me? Yes, he can. You know, just like when Shakur fought Williams Cepeda, I thought if he kept it in the center of the ring, you seen all of the pop shots, but he wasn't hurting Cepeda. But you only see that probably 9 seconds out of every round. And then everything else you see is the nigga on the ropes or in the corner. Cepeda got that right hand all in his face and his gut the whole fight. And clipped him. Last time we seen that was, Jorge Linares clipping Devin Haney in that 10th round, gave him the stanky leg. The nigga doing the stanky leg. Then he got past Regis, then went to see Ryan and got clipped. And that's what's going to happen to Cole. Somebody touching the ground, and I got both of them but I got Core touching it first. Tio gonna surprise people, man. That boy too athletic, and that's playing every sport. You can tell a nigga just by flipping and all that. You can tell the athleticism of a fucking person just by how they jump rope, how they train rope, just how they jump rope. The shit he doing, man. Shakur ain't doing none of that. He try to be too cool for himself. But the key thing about the fight is your hands. So I want people to pay attention. If they let Inoue slide with stacking those motherfucking raps, what you think they're going to let Shakur do? You got to remember, Tio going against Shakur and the whole machine. The whole Ring Magazine machine. The whole, he going against a whole regime. They don't even recognize that nigga as the Ring Magazine champion at 140, bro. Like, him and Boots, I was like, what the fuck? Remember, Boots was Ring Magazine champion at 147. They ain't, bro. Devin wasn't even champion yet. You understand me? That's why, like, how the ring is, that's the ring cracked me the fuck up. Cause from 2023 on down, nobody gave a fuck about the ring. My Oscar De La Hoya had it. The person be like, nobody, we ain't give a fuck about none of that. But now you people want to care because these motherfuckers purchased it. It ain't no disrespect. Assalamu alaikum wa alaikum salam, Aki. But nigga, we not trying to hear none of that bullshit, man. Know what I mean? And I won't be surprised them niggas start charging the sanction if he just to have the ring belt. You know? And how you got a Ring Magazine champion and y'all don't recognize him, but you're recognizing the ambassador who don't even got a fucking belt, a Ring Magazine belt at 140. Make it make sense. You know? Make it make sense. Just like when Bud and Canelo was announced and shit, the first thing I said, yo, it's rigged. It's rigged. And people are like, why you say that? I'm like, bro, they're going to try to make, since he never became a pay-per-view star. Every fighter around the world, they come to the United States of America to become the biggest star in the world, to become a pay-per-view fucking star. But since he couldn't become a pay-per-view star and he wasn't making 20 million a motherfucking fight, because he fucking wasn't until he fought Spence and then Canelo, be keeping it tall. The only way we can do is make you 3-time undisputed. Canelo, here, come take this 150 something M's. Matter of fact, take these 200 M's. We're going to rig the fight. You already got 2 losses, so a loss ain't nothing to you. And all you got to do is just watch the fight. If you ever seen Canelo fight a southpaw, just go watch the Austin Trout fight. If you ever seen, like, why call 3 elite animals to your camp? You call Blast Foul Saint, you got Yo-Yo Hernandez, you got Jerron Boots Ennis, all in your camp. You putting impression in pain. We seen you fight a bunch of southpaws and we watch you whoop they ass. And you mean to tell me it was battle with the ankles? These niggas was battle with the ankles. Buzz stood in southpaw the whole entire fight. That's why niggas was shitting on a certain name. Like, yo, bro, why you out here putting out information, you fucking dick eater? You feel me? But at the end of the day, what I want people to learn is, did Bud Crawford ever get tired in that fucking fight? This is no shade, but them snackaroni Jones be crazy. Bud Crawford, did he get tired in that motherfucking fight? To my knowledge, fuck no, that nigga wasn't never tired. He wasn't never tired. But the key thing about Canelo is, you seen it. You seen him throwing the fight. You're like, bro, why the fuck you bring these kids in the camp then? We know you. We watch you put in pressure and pain. Even when you was fighting William Skull, you wasn't moving like that. But to each his own, man. To each his own. Now niggas became a motherfucker, a whole for a whole government. Like, come on, bro. Like, you see it. You see it. And I'm telling y'all, a nigga only retired because, rest in peace, Victor Conte. That's the only reason a nigga retired. Why you think this Janibek beat sample taking forever? Because if the shit passes, they got the new Russian Victor Conte. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Y'all better peep game, man. They saying fuck Mexico. They saying fuck Memo. They saying fuck all them niggas. Know what I mean? I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. This shit about to get wicked. The Buzz seen it in the Devin Haney fight. He said, oh, this shit ain't lasting. Nah. Remember, brother passed. He was unalive at the time. And then that was before the Devin Haney fight. Then when you watch the Devin Haney shit, you seen it. You seen it, man. Devin the clinch Haney. But that's the key things was going on. You know, it is a lot of dirty tactics here. You know, and I always say that shit, man. You know, we watch people shit on Pacquiao. I watched Bud Crawford say Pacquiao was cheating. Well, if Pacquiao was cheating, right? Why are you fucking with the same nigga that he was fucking with when everybody's saying he was cheating? Everybody saying Pacquiao. Listen, when Pacquiao was going up from different weight divisions to end up at certain divisions, 147, 154, knocking niggas out. Victor Conte, he was fucking with Victor Conte. That's why Floyd, everybody know. And Floyd was like, yeah, he on PEDs because he doing this and that, plus he working with him. But now, you work with the same nigga he working with, but he on PEDs, but not you. Nigga, I'm 42 years old, bro. I watched that nigga fuck all of them baseball players and Olympian fucking gold medalist careers up for this biological situation, bro. The whole 90s, go back and watch this shit. The nigga even told on his wife, go watch this shit, man. You feel me? Go watch it. Everything right there. Everything right there. You know? But the reason I'm saying the Russian guy because or the Kazakhstanian guy because when you look at the Janibek situation, that's the guy he was getting his situations from, But when you look at the whole top rank situation, nigga, the gloves, the wraps, gloves busting open, stack of wraps, skinning the glove. You know how they skin the glove, put the tape all the way up here to skin it, like padding in the glove out. Niggas on PEDs. Like, come on, man. The niggas get mad at me. Like, for instance, right, when Bud fought Canelo, right, I posted, remember when Bud first moved to 147, all of his gloves was busting open. You can go ask Jeff Horn. Jeff Horn will tell you the same shit. I posted some gloves of him and the Jeff Horn and Dave Avianesia, American. It was like 4 or 5 fights I posted when all his gloves bust open, right? I posted shit a while ago, like 2 weeks before Bud fought Canelo. I posted chilling. Right after Bud, when Bud became 3-time undisputed, that Sunday, I wake up. Nigga, my joint did 1 million. I'm viral. The gloves viral. My little clip went viral. I said, what the fuck? I got Bo Mac in my DM talking shit. I got Steve Nelson talking shit. I got the whole Team Crawford talking shit. You know what I mean? So damn, bro, why you don't let the brother that you said? I checked Bo Mac like, yo, what the fuck is you talking about? This old. If this is your fighter, you should know the gloves that he put the fuck on. That's number one. Facts. We never did. We never did. None of our fighters did. None of our fighters did. And they just mad this motherfucking young beast. This motherfucking young beast. They can't tame him. They can't tame him. And look how he's doing it. Look at the promotional company he with and how they outbid niggas and they listen. Now I see why this boy really the boogeyman. Cause 2 years ago, like 3 years ago, I wasn't seeing it. Now I see why. Now I see why. Now I see why. Now I see why. Cause that motherfucker really must be a problem inside that ring under them lights. When you in that ring under them lights, it's a different type of breed, man. And shout out to the Peterson brothers. Shout out to Lamont Peterson for Boxed It. Yo, that was a great episode, man. It was a great episode. It was a great episode. A lot of things I be teaching my son, even Santos boxing, be telling him he broke it down. But getting back to the Bud situation, right? Ex Santos, right? When Bud come and do the ring walk, right? Come do the ring walk. He get in there. I watch Bo Mac. Yo, I watch these niggas grab the mouthpiece, right? Bro, I'm a felon. I'm on fucking house arrest. You feel me? I'm on house arrest. For the keto felony AR is 74,000. Make a long story short, some shit. So I watched Bun get in the ring and I watched Bo Mac pass him the joint. When he passed him the mouthpiece, he put it in. Bo Mac looked at Bud. Even when you playing copy goo, you playing dominoes, you looking at your partner, you reading the board. spades, whatever, you're looking at your partner, you know. You literally watch Bo Mac tell Bud, bite down and chill. The Mexican nigga Saul wasn't even in the ring yet. Ask Santos boxing. And this shit is live. It's on my live commentary. You can go in. I said, son, I bet you that Mexican motherfucker run from the locker room all the way to the ring and bring a bottle of water. Not 3 seconds passed. You see that motherfucker running down the aisle. Soon he jumped in the ring. This nigga jumped in the ring like this. Just to give him the water. I said, bro, that nigga on something. Something was in that motherfucking thing. Then what happened? Then they started bitching about Canelo moving his mouthpiece out of the ring. But y'all let these Bud and them do it. I told you, I thought Matias won that fight. You heard me, Frontline? I thought Matias won the fight. I just thought he got robbed because when he came down, Matias crazy. He came down and shit. Matias came down and shit on his ring ball. Remember, the zone told that nigga, like, yo, cut the show. Cut that shit. He looked at them, waved them off, and just kept performing like that. He kept performing shit and got in the ring. And like I said, at that time, Eddie was a snake in the suit. Because I thought Eddie signed Matias for a one-fight deal, but he didn't. Matias said, he ain't signed me. He signed the promotional company. He said he signed the promotional company. And that's how I was like, damn, he's a snake in the suit. And that's why I said, Soon Lee and Paro took it. Instead of giving Matias another rematch, who got Hitchison to fight ASAP. He kept it in-house. Now what? Bam, a free agent. Now Hitchin's a free agent. Who they going to sign to? Who they going to sign to? You know? Who they going to sign to? But I thought Matias beat Pyro. Pyro like, you ain't do nothing. You ain't do nothing to beat the fucking champ. You wasn't doing nothing. You know what I mean? I thought Matias got robbed. And that's a fact. I'm always stand on that. He got robbed in that fight. You know? Even the Puyo fight, you know, shout out my guy Santos Boxing. He said, you know, even 0.5 speed, you know, and he's saying Puyo won. But how I was looking at it, I thought Matias won the first 7 rounds. You know, out of the first 7 rounds, I thought Matias won like 5, 6 of those rounds. You know, but I ain't gonna be greedy. I'm gonna give him 5 of those rounds, and then the late rounds, I gave him another 2. You know, even another round of draw. It was an even. So, you know, I got him 7-5. It can be an 8-4, but I got him 7-5 clear in the Puyo fight. Even with the Pyro fight, you know, some people 8-4, 7-5ish to me, you know, but I give it a 7-5. You know, I thought he won. He just got robbed. You know, and that's what I started peeping with a lot of these promoters. I watched Top Rank do that shit to Oshaki. You know, Oshaki was on his last fight deal when he fought Caseso and shit. And the first fight. And he said they're gonna negotiate after. You know, they wanted him to sign a contract before. So, you know how they do, man. Rob the ball. Once he signed the contract, got the rematch and won. Okay. Oh, cool. I do that. So listen, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come on y'all restream, right? And what I do is Frontline, I'm gonna send you my number. So that should just be easy. You just send me the motherfucking link, and I just pop up on that joint and go on there with y'all. Cause I'm with it. I'm with all that. No, I don't like. I love the sport of boxing. There's too much bias shit. You know, it's too much racism, and the racism. You know, it be our own people. And what I mean by that is, us black motherfuckers. You feel me? We do some racist shit too. We would never give a if another nationality fighting us and we know that nationality is the face of boxing, we still gonna pick our own people and he has. You feel me? Like for instance, a motherfucker will pick if Devin Alexander If Devin Alexander was fighting Canelo, all them niggas would pick Devin Alexander. And you know Canelo gonna whoop his ass. You feel me? But they're gonna pick him. And you see it. You see it all of the time. Like when they talk about technicians, bro, I don't hear none of these niggas but Roy Jones, Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler at the time, Tommy Hearns gave praise to this one fighter, this technician, Wilfredo Benitez, man. Y'all never give that man his motherfucking credit, man. Monster, man. I forgot the other guy, that fought Salvador Sanchez. What's his Wilfredo Gomes? My God, my fault for fucking your name up, brother. But when I come back on on live, I'm gonna have it right. The guy that fought Salvador Sanchez, it was Puerto Rico versus Mexico at the time, and he lost. But it was one of the great fight that I forgot the brother name. I think it's Wilfredo too. I think it's Wilfredo Gomes. I think it's Wilfredo too. Monster, monster. Like when I was growing up, I seen the best fights. The best, like you, it was hard to pick a best fighter because there was so many fighters that was super duper nice, and we was getting all of the fight. Mandatories was fighting mandatories. You feel me? Champions was fighting ain't mandatories. Niggas was fighting the top dogs. Not all of this Mayweather effect, all this marinating shit in boxing. Yeah, nowadays they determine by who sells the most. You gotta earn. Facts. That's why I always say frontline, right? If if I'm working my way up the ranks, you feel me? And I become your mandatory. But it's not my fault that I sign the top rank. I go from number 20 to number 1, becoming a mandatory in 7 fights. That's not my fault. It's how my promotional company is pushing me. But at the end of the day, Fredo Ortiz, okay. But at the end of the day, nigga, I'm your mandatory. So how the fuck I'm not ready? But you fighting that you'll have the champion instead of fighting his mandatory, the nigga fighting a guy that's ranked number 19. So you gonna bypass number 1 and just go fight 19? No, nigga, I'm ready. Then people gonna come on here. For instance, I'm gonna use Abdullah Mason for an example. I'm watching everybody talking about Abdullah Mason too green, he's too this, he's too that. Bro, he's a champion. Unify. Unify. But it's always the person that say this person is this person is that. And nigga, like Shakur, you're not putting on performances that Abdullah Mason putting on. On top of that, nigga, he don't have a hand problem. So you can't say a person is too green, nigga. He's a champion now. And this is the fights we want to see, because nigga, Wilfredo Gomes, right? Now, I was talking about both of them. You heard me, frontline? I was talking about Wilfredo Benitez being a motherfucking technician. Remember, Sugar Ray Leonard loved him. Even though he fought him. Tommy Hearns, Marvin Hagler, Roy Jones, Wilfredo Benitez, and Salvador Sanchez, his favorite fighter. But Wilfredo Gomes was another fucking monster. Well, he like 30 at the time, 33 wins, like 33 or 32 KOs. That nigga was a beast. I'm a Salvador Sanchez, but I was a kid watching that shit, man. I'm like, what? Those my favorite fighters. Listen, that's what I said when I was growing up. Bro, I ain't have a favorite fighter. I just loved the sport because you was bound to seeing some shit, bro. My Hector Camacho popped on us. Oh my God, man. Bro, Puerto Rico got some motherfucking stars. I don't know what none of these niggas talking about. I don't know what none of these niggas talking. But he turned down 20 M's. Floyd Schofield, frontline, he got it's breaking news to me. He got a $20 million deal and he turned it down. Because I'm gonna be real, he ain't worth it. No, but only thing I can say is though, he do so like all right. That Virgil fight, majority of them fans came out to see him. I watch Floyd put asses in seats. It might be because of that, but fighting wise, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, he asked Abdullah for 20 million. Oh yeah, yeah, I heard. I seen that. Like he gets in, he gets in. Uh, Now you going off that Tevin performance. You know what I mean? Um, but your performance before the Tevin fight was lackluster. You know, I don't know. We got to see you in action. We got to see you in the ring again. You know, now you're not worth it right now. Uh, you're not worth it right now. You're dealing with a champion. You know, I love to see Abdullah make that at least a dime. You know, but we got to find out. Like Floyd, like you got to show us. You gonna fight JoJo Diaz again? Who you gonna fight? You know. But me personally, I believe all them young niggas is too big. They just shrinking their bodies down. I got secretly this. I got that a 50-50 fight. It can go either way, but secretly, I don't know. I just got a feeling Jermaine can beat him. Because the reason I'm saying that is, word is, Shakur knocked Keyshawn out. He dropped him. My son told me this shit like a year and a half ago. He said, "Yeah, Dad." I was like, "Keyshawn, that's my young." He's like, "Yeah, Shakur knocked him out." I'm like, "What?" And then now when Richard Hitchison came out and said, "Yeah, nigga, you got dropped," and Shakur did it, nigga. If Shakur did that, and Shakur fucking you up in sparring, what you think Jermaine Ortiz gonna do? He can mimic Shakur's whole style. What the fuck you think Jermaine Ortiz gonna do? That's all I'm saying. A lot of people thought Jermaine beat Tio. I thought Tio won. Now I mean, you got to take it from the champ. That's my motto. That's how I grew up in my mind. You got to whoop the champ ass and take that shit from him. If you ain't drop him, you ain't do nothing, nigga. The champ wins. The champ wins. That's why I always like when I seen Matias, I'm like, hey, he ain't lose. How the fuck he lose? You got to beat the champ to take it from him. And Jermaine put on a get hit. Not I mean, he put on a great performance. I can't lie about that, but he can mimic Shakur and get him out of here. But Keyshawn is what? A ring ambassador. He's a ring ambassador. That's the funny thing about that nigga. That nigga a ring ambassador front. Motherfucker. You glad front. Change this shit real fast. But and another thing is I want to expose this situation. I posted a short with Clarissa Shields and shit. And, all right, bet. Follow Sean on production on IG. All right, bet. I got you. I got you frontline. Soon I get off this, I'm about to hop off this in probably like another 10 minutes. And I'm gonna go right over there. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I'm gonna go right over there. Hit you, go follow him. Tell him you sent me. Shows in bet on IG. Bet I'm on that. I'm on that joint ASAP. You hear me? I'm on it ASAP. But yeah, y'all, thank everybody for pulling up. Shout out my guy Frontline. Shout out my guy Fast Life. You already know. Shout out to my motherfucking my co-host Santos Boxing, my guy at work right now. Getting it in. Shout out to Louis 13. Shout out to shout out to Louis and Azza. Shout out to everybody that showed up and tuned in. It's fight week. It's going down. It's going to be a major ass whooping this Saturday. It's going to be a major ass whooping this Saturday. I'm telling y'all, it's going to be a major ass whooping. You know, You know, every fighter got a puncher's chance. You know, I know how Dalton Smith going to try to come in and fight. It's not going to work. You know, you probably get like a round or two. But once that boy get 45 seconds and change that whole situation, it's going to get real dark. I got Matias beating the dog shit out of somebody. It's going to make him quit in the corner. What's my guy? Is it Henry? Hey, front, ain't this? Is Henry Cedeno fighting, right? Is it Henry Cedeno fighting on that card? If I'm not mistaken, I think it's the Dominican kid. He be training out of here in Philly. I just been watching him on TBL, you know, and before I got on house arrest, I used to see him spar and shit. I mean, you know how sparring shit is, you know. He was nice in sparring and stuff, but on TBL, you know, you only get that one round and shit. But I seen like two of his pro fights. I like how he looked. I like him in the fight. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that nigga right now. I'm glad you remind me. Caitlin Pagan. I'm gonna watch it right now. That's fine. I'm going right now. I'm putting him on right now. I'm gonna watch it right now, front. I'm gonna watch it right now. But yeah, I'm gonna go to shows in one right as soon as I get off this. John, go subscribe, go follow him and tell him you sent me, you know. And if anything, give me the information. I'll send my number through him to get to you. You feel me? But besides that, y'all, thanks for everybody tuning in, man. All love, you know, we got a Janibek shit crazy. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Cedeno. Yeah, I like him. I like him. He cool. He on the his brother on the Xander card. Oh, so that's his brother. Oh, I ain't never know that motherfucker was his brother. I just thought he was a different person. Oh, all right. Cause I did see the nigga in the gym, but like, you know, it just bypassed, you know, cause I seen him train here in Philly before I got on house arrest and shit. This was like last year and shit. And I seen him on the TBL cards, you know. Shit, last year, the last TBO joint, yo, Las Vegas, yo, they had some Cubans. Oh my mother, yo, they had some Cubans, some Puerto Ricans. They had like two Mexicans. That was yo, their whole card was all boxers. They was fucking niggas up. But yeah, Cedeno, like on the Philly card, he always held us down. You know, him and Jesse Hart and shit. But he was knocking shit out. You know, I caught two of his other fights, and I like the victory. It was cool, you know. But I like him as a fighter. Hopefully, you know, we're gonna see. We're gonna see what he do with Santiago. You know. But besides that, I'm gonna hit you up frontline. Thanks for everybody tuning in. Frontline, my God. Thanks. Hey, son, I got you, baby. You know what it is. We up out of here, dollar.